Once we come around this left-hand turn, should be the left onto the first off-road trail. Which, yes, there it is. Oh, yeah, check that. Oh, wow, that's beautiful. Ooh, this might be where I get a little sketched out with these tires here, but we'll see. Yep, this is why it's so important to have waterproof gear, because I started the day and it was actually sunny. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Welcome back to JB ADV. Today we are back on the Tiger 900. We are on a little bit of a cruise right now, but I do have a mission today. So I'm actually heading up to New York to check out some off-road trails. So they're actually roads. Some I believe are class 4 roads. But what I'm going to do is go up there while I have a little time right now today. I'm going to check out some of these roads, scout it out, see what they're all about. And it turns out that these are apparently the beginning of the Northeast BDR route. So that's the Northeast Backcountry Discovery Route, which takes you all the way from Hancock, New York, all the way up to the Canadian border. So now that I have this Tiger 900, I'm looking for more longer distance adventures. I'm looking for some, you know, anything between mild off-road trails, forest roads, gravel roads, stuff that'll lead me on at least just an adventure. I'm not always looking for the most technical stuff anymore, but I want something that's going to lead me on a very long adventure, and possibly with some camping in between. And but I'm also looking for some more challenging stuff as well while my skills develop on this bike and allow me to get more comfortable. With all that being said, guys, my bike is definitely not set up for adventure riding right now. On the road, definitely 100%, but as you guys saw in my reveal video, with these tires on this bike, these are the A41s from Bridgestone. They come stock on this bike. I really wish that manufacturers would start putting a more knobby adventure off-road oriented tire stock from the factory on these bikes, being that they are this is specifically the Rally Pro mode. I get all these great off-road features, but it has street tires on it. So, I mean, I guess I get why they do it, but I definitely still need to get better tires. I definitely want to upgrade the crash bars and get better hand guards, like I've mentioned in the past. But it doesn't hurt to still go out and take a look at what kind of trails are out there. So that's really the name of the game today, is just going out, doing a little scouting, seeing what we can find, and see if we can find some other trails, something along those natures. I mean, if the road doesn't look that bad, I'll definitely still take this down a gravel road right now. No big deal. But if anything's like rutted, rocky, anything along those lines, I'm definitely not going to be exploring too deep, because I don't want to get myself into a sticky situation not having the proper tire underneath the bike. I do know other places I want to take this bike already. That is once it's fully built. And I've talked to a couple of my other friends that have 1190 KTMs, and a couple other people that I know that have Tanneray 700s. So definitely looking to get a decent little group together to go riding, and have them help me just explore the place, show me the lay of the land in some of these areas, because it is a totally different world when you're on a bigger bike like this, for sure. And I definitely want to, one of these weekends or so, go down and explore the Pine Barrens of New Jersey. Never been down there before, never explored before, but it looks, that's definitely a lot of sand. It just looks a lot of fun. Very open, and looks like you can definitely pick up some speed, cover a lot of area, and should be a good time. So I'll have to check that out as well. So I'm pretty excited. So you might be seeing a lot of these scouting videos for right now, as I'm building up the bike. Definitely want to get up north more. Definitely want to go and travel more state to state with more gear, do some more camping. All this stuff I've said before, and I'm pretty much just rambling now, but that's my plan. So that's what we're doing today. So I'll check it back in with you guys when we get a little closer, and we'll see what kind of trouble I can get into. I only have about 20 more minutes until I get to my destination, but I have a feeling that I'm going to definitely be in some rain on the ride back, if not the whole ride back. Not such a big deal, and it was a risk I knew coming out here, but I don't mind too much. That's a beautiful bridge. Wow. Oh, there's trails down there. See? This is why I'm scouting, because there's trails down there that lead from that other little river that leads into the Delaware. So I'm just scouting around, So now I'll make note, that bridge, there's some trails under it. I don't know if it's private property or where they lead to, but one day when I have a little bit more time, when I'm on my way back up this way, I'll try to venture out. Looks like we are getting hit with a slight drizzle now, which I'm not too worried about a slight drizzle, but we will see what happens here as we enter through this little town here. So here we are in the town of Hancock, New York. So nice little town, nice little city. And this is actually the Hancock house. So this is the official start right here of the Northeast BDR route, which is pretty cool. I knew I wasn't that far away from it. And when I found out about the BDR route, as I started researching all these BDR routes and, you know, what routes we could take and what I'd be interested in doing, and then I saw that they had a route for the Northeast, I said, whoa, that's not far at all. I'll go check that out. I was like, I could easily go take a ride up there one day and take a look at the start at least. And I'm actually familiar with some of the roads and trails that they have included in the BDR, at least up north a little ways. So yeah, it was really cool. So I'm officially on it right now. This is the BDR right here where it starts. And in a minute here, you guys are gonna see the first official off-road trail where I take a left onto it, I believe. So as we come up this way, we're now in Pennsylvania. We just crossed over a bridge over the Delaware back into Pennsylvania. And as we come up this way now, once we come around this left-hand turn, should be the left onto the first off-road trail, which, yes, there it is. Cool. So don't worry, guys, that posted is for that side. We can take the road though, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to switch over into not off-road pro, but off-road mode. It's a little wet, as I can see here, but we're going to check this out here. I'll tell you, if the road is like this, it is not going to be a bad little drive. This is pretty compact and definitely not slick, not loose. I mean, I'm cruising at 30 miles an hour coming across this, so not bad at all. I could already see where my traction control is flicking on and off on my dash. This is gonna be the first time I'm technically off-road on this bike, guys. First time, technically. Like I said, I have a 90-10 tire, if you even want to consider that. It's more like 100% road tire. I'm like 99% sure it's the Bridgestone A41s that come stock on this bike. But this is pretty compact. There's some holes and stuff. I could definitely see all my stuff on my dash is flicking on and off for the ABS. Ooh, hitting some holes. I do not have the suspension set up for off-road either. It's still in its pretty soft setting for the comfort for the road, because I've just been on the road lately. But so far, I mean, I don't really see a need yet to change it, but going forward, we'll see if I do. So far, this is pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. Looking down, that's the Delaware down there that you can see. It's pretty cool. Would I want a little bit grippier of tire? Absolutely. But I mean, something like this, that's just why I came up to scout. My bike can handle it. Just watch out for like rocks like that, you know. But my bike can handle it with those tires. On something like this, actually, there's spots in here that are dry, believe it or not. I did hit a little rain on the way up here. Wasn't anything too crazy. The wind is mainly what I was like, oh man, because it was like so windy coming up. But I did hit some rain, but now it stopped. It's only a 30% chance. Of course, you know, that 30% chance will probably follow me everywhere I go. See, now that's a cool little road too, but I think we could probably go down there. I don't know. It's kind of cool. I don't see why we couldn't, to be honest. Whew. There's those tires not helping me. So the side stuff is pretty loose. It's definitely just showing posted to go up that way. So if I venture down this way, I don't really see that being an issue. I probably also should have marked this out on my Gaia GPS. However, it's already marked. Ooh, that is so cool. That's such a cool little tunnel. Ooh, gotta love the sound of that Tiger 900. I have no idea where this takes me, guys, but that's the part of exploring, is finding out where stuff goes. Looks like it drops us kind of far down into the river, to be honest with you. Looks like there's homes down here. I'll probably turn around then once I get down a little bit further. If I find a wider spot to turn around. Oh, this is kind of cool. Oh yeah, check that. Oh wow, that's beautiful. Photo opportunity? Yeah, absolutely. Park the bike right here and take an awesome photo. You bet. Wow, that is so cool. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, check that out, guys. That is an absolutely beautiful waterfall. I've been on the bike about 2 hours today, and you guys just witnessed how far we made it into these little trails on this BDR. And now I understand exactly why this is the Northeast BDR. Look how beautiful this is. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, I could sit here, park the bike right here, walk all the way up this and enjoy this for I don't even know how long. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh my gosh. I left the key on just because it looks cool with the lights. I hope I'm not in the way of anybody on this road. I don't think it's a very busy road, but what I'm going to do right now is spin around, just park it right there, get a quick drink. I think we're going to continue on. Okay guys, well I'm going to get back onto the trail. As much as I'd love to sit here and hang out, I got to get moving, and I got to be home tonight at least at some point, and I know I got about a 2-hour ride back home. So but luckily the more I go down the trail, the closer I technically am to the house. So this will not be the last time I'm here at this spot, that's for sure. So let's get moving, let's get going. Hopefully next time I'm here I'll have some better tires, maybe, who knows. But I'm definitely excited to keep exploring this area. I didn't continue any further down the trail because it looks like there's either A, homes there, or B, it just kind of ends. But maybe next time I'll venture off a little bit more. It is really cool though. This tunnel's pretty cool too. Ooh, that was even some mud there. I wonder where that goes. A little slick in some mud. Traction control definitely kicked on there for a second. We'll continue down this way, see what else we can find. I didn't expect to see that, so that's really, really cool. Wonder what else I'll find. I don't know. Let's find out. So far it's been more or less the same type of trail the whole way through here. As you can see, we're getting into some gravel here. What's this at the end? Interesting. Municipal, maybe? Where they keep sand, stone, gravel. It's probably how they service this road, to be honest with you. We'll continue. Oh, that's a pretty waterfall too. A lot of really cool little hidden waterfalls if you're going too fast like I just was and you're not paying attention. That one's not as beautiful as the one that we actually stopped at, but a lot of hidden gems in here, which is really cool. That's probably water. Yep, that's water as well. A lot of stuff flowing off the mountains coming through this road here. Ooh. Does it get a little bit more technical up ahead? Possibly. Yeah, I think it does. Ooh, this might be where I get a little sketched out with these tires here, but we'll see. Yeah, I would definitely want a little bit better tires for this type of terrain. As I said in the beginning of the video, being on rockiness is not really the best. I can feel sticks kicking up already at my feet. But if we take our time, we should be all right. Nothing too crazy and technical yet. Like I said, we could always turn around. I do have the tires at normal road pressures as well, so 42 in the rear and I believe it's 36 in the front, so I could definitely feel that. They're definitely way too hard to be like legitimately off-roading. Definitely way higher than I would ever run. This bike does have the TPMS sensors on it though, so when you lower your tire pressures, it will throw a code. Luckily, you can clear that out. You can either have your dealer turn off the TPMS sensors, which I probably will have them do. They'll do it for free. Most dealers, if they're nice, they will for free. Yeah, this might be, well, no, that's not that, Here's the thing, if I go down this, I could probably make myself come back up it. However, do I really want to do that with these types of tires? Not really, because as much as this has been fun, I don't want to dump this bike and make this a unsuccessful little scouting trip. I am only supposed to be scouting, so I might just back up and go around. This is not that rough. It's really not, guys. It's not that rough. However, coming back up with these types of tires, and everything is wet and damp right now, if I catch one of those rocks just right, my tire could just kick right out, and being as it is a heavy bike, I don't want to take that chance yet. If I had a little bit knobbier of a tire, absolutely 100% I'm tackling that, but I do not. So I think this is where our journey is going to end as far as the dirt trails. It did get a little bit too technical for what I wanted today, but that is not bad at all, and that looks fun. So I am definitely coming back over this way, and as you can see, quads come this way and tear up these trails as well. So let's just spin around here, and actually I might just walk that. And the other thing is I don't know how, this is the BDR, so I don't know how much more advanced this gets, but turning around and coming back up this, actually being on that side doesn't look that bad at all, actually. But yeah, as you guys can see, I'm in a gully here. When I come down, I'm gonna have to go shoot back up, and I do not know how much crazier it gets at the other end of that. So from here on out, I'm just going to not do it. And it's starting to actually rain now, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna shoot back out to the main road here and just head on back. But so far this is a very promising area, and actually not exploring it only makes me want to come back up here and explore even more. So if you guys are enjoying this, enjoying me getting out, going a little further than I normally do, and exploring, drop the like down below, let me know. As you guys can see from these tires, these are street tires. I mean, they have some deeper tread in them to allow you to, you know, do some exploration, but they are not meant for what I'm doing right now. They're meant for, you know, just a standard everyday little thing. As you guys can see, it's starting to rain, so let me button up my throw some covers on these two, and we'll get going back home. It's actually pouring out there. Luckily the woods is kind of covering it a little bit for me right now. Definitely need to invest in some dry bags, something like Giant Loop, or I'm actually really fond of the Nelson Rig saddle bags. They're waterproof ones, the Hurricanes I believe they're called, Nelson Rig Hurricanes. For the money, I mean, man, I know Rocky Mountain's got them on sale for like 220 bucks right now or something like that, which is crazy. I mean, they're only like a 26-liter bag, but for me, that's absolutely fine getting started, and you could always add extras on top, like 10-liter, 15-liter bags on top of them, either from their brand or a different brand. And I could even get the duffel bag as well, all waterproof, and they're all really good price. I was looking at the Pilot bags, or the Olympus bags from Tusk as well. Great price point on those as well, but they're not waterproof. Only the dry inner bags are, and I'm not a fan of that. I actually want fully waterproof, because as soon as the outer bag is not waterproof, you know what's going to happen. I'm going to get something wet, and I don't want something wet. Right now I have my camera gear actually in this front bag right here, including my microphones and stuff, because I didn't know if I would record some additional content today. Yep, this is why it's so important to have waterproof gear, because I started the day and it was actually sunny, and now look at this. This is yeah, this person's over the yellow line, you know, all types of things. Man, I want to explore those trails so much more. I definitely want to go further, because those trails aren't even bad, but when you're on a bigger bike on street-oriented tires, man, at least I got to see that waterfall and stuff, and honestly, that made the little trip up here totally worth it, and I'm super excited to get back up here with better tires, some crash bars, and just absolutely just slay that trail and rip up and down it. It'd be so much fun. Some people saying this bike is too big for me. I don't think so. I really don't. I'm 5'7". Why would this bike be too big for me? I don't understand. Maybe if for like single track riding, yeah, but that's not why I bought the bike. Single track riding, I would be taking a dual sport 100%. which I'm still in the market to get a newer dual sport, bigger motor, better suspension, like I said. And that's what I will just kill it in the single track gnarly wood sections with. This is to do exactly what I'm doing right now. Go 2+, 3+ hours away from my house, hit some dirt trails, explore, maybe do some camping. Even Pauline's looking into doing it too, a little bit. She loves her Tracer, so I don't think she's ever going to give that up for a while. But she was like, oh, you know, that is pretty cool. So, and maybe she'll see this footage and also agree with me that maybe it's time to get a little bit more of an ADV focused bike, because realistically, anybody could hop on a bike this big and go down a dirt trail like that. It's not that hard, which is exactly what I want to do. But I do want to tackle more rockier sections, more rutted out sections. Absolutely, which is what the rest of that trail looked like. But hey, I explained, I'm on street oriented tires. Those rocks are wet, and it started raining even harder right after I said all that. So coming back up that trail, I could, but there's always that chance, and I'm not dropping this bike without crash bars and without those tires in the middle of that hill. The chances of getting started again are not slim to none, but I mean, it's going to be harder. So I don't want to take that chance and knock it up and dent in this bike, as, you know, let's get the crash bars on it and everything else. And I promise you guys, we'll be going down that, because that didn't look that bad. I would have gone down that with this. The only other bike I've ridden that feels just like this, and I would actually say feels a little bit better than this, would be the Dainese 700. That bike is slimmer. Not as much tank right in front of you. Definitely more of a dirt bike chassis is what the way that bike feels. A little bit smaller motor too. I think it weighs a little less than this bike, but I don't think it's that far off from each other. But yeah, I love that bike. The only reason why I got this bike compared to that bike, well, two things, is the triple motor. I love the triple motor, and TFT dash. Right after I bought this bike, about a couple months later, you know, right here in spring, they announced that they're including TFT dashes on those bikes, bigger fuel tanks. I think that's their like Explore model or Rally model. Correct me in the comments down below. But I was like, see, now that I would have, and of course those bikes are cheaper, so I probably would have jumped all over it, to be honest with you. And even if I had to wait 6 months to get one, I mean, availability on those is not that bad anymore. I probably would have done it, but that's not to say I'm unhappy with my choice. I like this bike, and I still want to mess around with this bike, and I'll have this bike for a little bit of time before maybe something else catches my eye. We'll see which way the market goes. I did have an eye on that Trans Alp that Honda was producing. That is coming out. If not, it's out already. I haven't been following it too hard, but that's just not the bike I was hoping it would be, in my opinion. I do think it's cool though, and I'd love to still get my hands on one to try out. You guys will definitely be seeing more of this Tiger, seeing more part installations coming up real soon. And I hope you guys had a lot of fun. Let me know down below if you enjoyed this type of content. If you did, smash that like button. Consider subscribing. I know a lot of you are not subscribed to the channel, and it would greatly, greatly help me out. So please consider subscribing to the channel to see more content like this. Once again, my name is Jacob. You've been watching JB ADV, and I will catch you guys real soon. Take it easy. Peace.